Hi everyone, it's me Heidi Hosking, and today I'm here to talk to you about what's the best way to test your child for food sensitivities. And today I'm going to focus on food intolerances because a lot of the medical world will point you in the right direction if you feel like you've got an allergy in the house. But with food intolerances, there's a lot of confusion and overwhelm about what on earth to do if you suspect it, and so many people don't actually take action. And this is not what your child wants. They are begging you to please find out what their food intolerances are. So what I'm going to talk about is that the medical world focuses on particular foods and even food groups to the point where dietitians might say do a whole elimination test and just take out all of this. Super stressful, not needed. But what I'm going to talk about today is then testing food energetically. So this then comes down to like muscle testing. It can be done intuitively, but for people who don't know how to do that, a kinesiologist is the best way to start. And they will test the energy of the food against the energy of your child. And they will be able to tell you through muscle testing which foods your child doesn't agree with. Their body, it makes their system weak. And they can also tell you how much of particular foods they can handle before it gets to that point of weakness. They can tell you particular foods that your child might be able to handle in a certain way. So a common one is that children might be able to handle baked egg and baked goods, but they can't handle it boiled or fried. Many kids just look like they want the baking, but actually there's a change in the food, say with an egg. But there's also different sensitivities for children across brands of food. So obviously there's some foods that have different ingredients tucked in there with them, particularly imported foods where it's not very reliable on the exact ingredient list. And so hence like a curry paste might be quite different across brands, coconut milk, that type of thing. And then one of the most important things is to know, is it the food or is it actually the spray or the pesticide that's on it? So then you can test organic versus non-organic. So while a blood test that the medical world might put your child through, the IgG blood test, it might just say can't do coconut, full stop. But when you actually come back and test it with kinesiology, you might find out actually they can handle desiccated coconut organic. They can't handle it when the preservative's in it. And then you go, oh, it's actually the preservative, not the coconut. And so you've saved a whole food group just by finding that out. So there's lots of different ins and outs to know across different foods, quantity, how it's cooked, the brand, whether it's organic or not, that's going to make the difference. And it all comes down to how that changes the energy of the food. And many of our children are so highly sensitive these days that there's so many foods that just don't agree with them because the energy has been changed in whatever way. So once you work that out, and a few trips to a kinesiologist can really show you quite a lot around food, then you can start to move forward and actually go, wow, I can trust my child. There were certain foods they just were balking at, and now I get it. So then we're meeting our child on the same page as opposed to thinking that they're just a fussy eater, which obviously many of us are used to. So for now, that's all. And I want you to remember, want more for your children. I'll see you next time. Bye.